Here we are. Joe's Nexus Tower. Exactly. Let me see. Think of it as Chinchou's largest service station, or an integration hub. It's something along those lines. I'm not much of a tech person myself. Long story short, it's a navigator, a defense system, and a regional information center. All the smaller ones we ran into earlier. Data is shared between all beacons. You activate one, just place your terminal here.
What do you mean I'm not the VIP the magistrates expect?
Please, follow me. Kindly have a seat. Lady Sanhua will be with you shortly.
pleased to make your acquaintance. I apologize for the delay. My name is Sanhua, the bodyguard of Madam Magistrate. I regret to inform you that Madam Magistrate is currently away. Prior to her departure, she instructed me to bring you these tokens. Madam Magistrate advised you to explore what these tokens represent. I apologize for the inconvenience, but please rest assured she will be here to meet you in 3 days' time. Since Madam Magistrate is currently away, but you are truly exceptional. Regarding that, my eyes can see the frequencies of all living beings. Or rather, those frequencies are the only thing I can see. You share the same frequency with Madam Magistrate. You look undistorted and authentic in your original form. In my eyes, you appear the way you are. They all look different. May I have your terminal for a moment? Indeed, it was an oversight on my end. I will now import my contact information. I will be here on standby, ready to assist when I need your terminal for regional access authorization. Madam Magistrate thought you might need it. The utility module on your terminal has been upgraded to you are now granted unlimited access to all regions in Jinzhou. You are free to visit any part of Jinzhou. Yes, including the City Hall. You have full access to. Also, may I ask, have you decided your place of residence in Jinzhou? If not, Madam Magistrate has arranged accommodation for you in advance. Understood. We will be ready to accommodate you anytime.
One with the sounds.
Rover! It took you so long. What gives? Was our magistrate a chatterbox? So Madam Magistrate's not in the City Hall.
The wind is rising. The increasing tacit fields, uncannily powerful tacit discords, and now, our
Plus, the mysterious Rover.
I'm afraid. So, Madam Magistrate is meeting you in 3 days, and she left these tokens for you. Said you can look. Do you have any plans, Rover?
Fair point. Let's go chill out then. We'll figure out the tokens when we have the chance. Ooh, reminds me of the tokens of love in those stories. A soulmate?
So, Rover has lost all memories. Rover, do you mind if we have a look at the tokens?
So, what's so special about them?
So Zhixia and I share similar childhood memories of the sugar pearl.
Do you? When it comes to candies, no one knows them better than the kids of Jinzhou.
I don't have candy like that. But I've got this. It's really good. You can have one. No need to thank me. Please have fun in Jinzhou.
There's still some distance to the Huashu Academy. Let's see who reaches there fast. Yang Yang just installed some apps for you, remember? Just... See? Just open the util... See? 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 Just open the utilities, select, and there you go. If you want to be a hero like Ginger, you gotta master the grapple. Give it a shot, Rover. Someone's looking for me. Yeah? What? When did he disappear? No duty calls. Oops. Oh, sorry, Rover, Yang Yang. I've got to head off for my shift. I'll join. If you need me, just shout my name. And I, the Jinzhou Speedster, will be there in a sec. Well, you only need to send me a terminal message as you shout. Then I'll be there in a jiffy. Anyway, I gotta go. You guys okay on your own? Give me a heads up when there's any updates.
Sure, go do your thing. Don't worry, I'm staying with him. Rover, let's go inside. Replied to my message. She's probably busy in her lab. Over there must be Mr. Mortifi from the Department of Safety. Baizhi once mentioned him before. He might be able to help us get in touch with Baizhi, but, it seems we've caught him at a bad time. Anyway, let's try asking him, shall we?
What? You need something?
Mr. Mortifi, please pardon our intrusion.
I see. I hope I didn't cause any offense earlier.
Not at all. It was us who bothered you.
Baizhi should be in the data analysis room. I'll go tell her you're here.
Thank you, sir. This is Mortifi, a renowned figure in the Department of Safety. He was born in the new Federation, and he joined the Huashu Academy a few years ago. I heard his talent is truly impressive. People say he's a bit scary at first glance, but he's actually quite kind-hearted once you get to know him. Zhixia told me he's quite popular with the kids. Children have been...
Here you are. The data we collected in the Gorges of Spirits has been submitted for analysis, and we'll have the results today. I have the equipment for your physical examinations ready too. Any discoveries during your trip to the City Hall?
What do you think, Baizhi?
I have a hypothesis about the sugar pearl, but I need to verify it first. If possible, I recommend conducting non-destructive. Data is always straightforward. The first 3 tokens can be tested at my branch's laboratory. This miniature sundial will require radiographic testing, though. Indeed. One moment, please.
Give me the items to be tested. Anything else you need me to know, you can let me know now. You may retrieve your items in... I don't see anything special with these items. No, I'm from the new Federation.
I remember a nurse lady giving me a candy like that.
So, sugar pearls like this were distributed at hospitals.
The sugar pearl might be a type of medicine.
Miss Baizhi, as a Huanglong local working at the academy...
I do have my theory as to what it is, but it still needs verification.
Seconded. Let's find out.
It will take some time before the results are ready.
Shall we wait here at the academy, Rover?
Sure you can, but don't forget your physical examination. I have the equipment ready. I'll need to check your health. Now let's begin, if you're ready. Can you try to manifest the Crownless's frequency without using your terminal? I am not seeing the Crownless's data in your terminal. The Crownless's frequency energy was consumed by your body. But how did you manage to do that? It's as though there's another mechanism within your body capable of absorbing frequency energy. How do you define monster? For resonators like you, such abnormal fluctuations in frequency, this is known as overclocking, and is categorized into 3 levels based on severity. The excess in extreme cases, the excess energy can even manifest as destructive tacit. We have established a comprehensive Your waveform graph shows a remarkable level of stability. You don't need to worry about that for the time being. To put it simply, it seems there is another dimension or a creature hiding inside your body. I use that as a metaphor to express my speculation. There are so many mysteries about you worth exploring. It seems we need a simulated combat to figure out what happened in your body. Please hold your terminal tight and stay still. Enemy's simulated training ground. Don't worry, Yang Yang and I will assist you. Please fight the simulated tacit discords like you normally would.
Synchronization.
Administering first aid. One with the sound.
As Yotan had previously detected, your bodily functions are in good condition, and you seem entirely unaffected by the Crownless's energy. Now, we will temporarily boost your resonance ability for further testing.
Let the winds roar. Swift and resolute. Moment of resonance.
Not the slightest fluctuation in your frequency energy. So, it's not the resonance ability either. I suppose we'll do another round to fully test your potential. Verity shines.
Swift and resolute. One with the sound.
Let me be your brain.
We have gathered all the data we need. The test is ending soon. Rover, you can find the exit straight up ahead.
Rover, can you hear me? Hello?
The comm line is dead. Something's wrong. Gotta be cautious. Now, where is the exit? I'm back to the same spot again. And this moon. What is happening? Are those tacit discords?
Rover! Rover! Oh, thank goodness. You're awake, Baiji. What happened just now?
Rover, do you still remember what you saw? Can you give us some more details? A giant tacit discord with a scythe. It doesn't sound like the Crownless. This is the first time we've run into anything like this since we put the training ground into use. The sonorosphere captures everything that once happened in a specific time and place. We built this simulated training ground after the structure of sonorospheres. Our goal was to extract pure remnant energy with the simulated sonorosphere. Your arrival may have revived the abnormal frequencies we accidentally captured. Remnant energy sometimes gives rise to memory manifestations of sentient beings. You may have encountered one such manifestation. I suspect it could have something to do with your unconscious. Such anomalies could have been hiding in the simulation, and they resonated with your subconscious. Or I'm afraid I can't give you a conclusion yet. Not until we've run I'll also check the simulated sonorosphere again to see what on earth happened to it. In terms of bodily functions, you seem to be in perfect health. But if you feel anything unusual, please come find me anytime.
I am Baiju, a researcher at the Huashu Academy. Let me witness.
Quit the chit-chat. Tell me what you need and I'll make it for you, provided...
Greetings, Rover. I will escort you for the time being.
Oh, time for another afternoon consultation, I see. What's on your mind today?
handle your commission alone.
Talk is cheap. Show me the action.
Here's your sundial, intact as it was.
Mr. Mortivy, can we have the test results?
Simply put, it's hollow. Here, try tapping on it. It's not just a timekeeping tool. This sundial is hollow with an inner compartment. We've scanned it, and there is a small, however, it's missing. We should be able to spin the wheels on the sundial once the right component is installed. I have some basic knowledge, but there is someone else who it wouldn't have taken me this long if we were dealing with tacitite weapons. Install the missing part, then rotate the wheels to their correct positions. However, I still have no idea what the missing component should look like. Well, that's a no-brainer indeed. We can certainly give it a try. One moment. I have an incoming call. What is it? You certainly are well informed. It's indeed beautiful data. Good taste. Well, since...
Rover, Mr. Mortivy's expression seems to have softened, don't you think? We haven't even asked him to help us with assembling. It looks like Mr. Mortivy needs more time. Maybe we should give Rover. Let's come back later.
Yes, of course. I've already noticed all that you mentioned. Indeed, you just pointed out a blind spot in my thinking. Your workshop? That hellish place? Stop sweet-talking me. I get it. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Let's get back to the sundial. It's a mortise and tenon-based puzzle box. The missing component in the middle needs to fulfill two entirely different structural requirements at the same time. Considering its entire structure, this component needs an automatic buckle that goes down on top of an embedded pointer. I'll drop a design for you. The parts you'll need can be found in Jiang Li's workshop. I've already informed him about it. You'll only need to go fetch the parts in his place. He keeps a box full of them.
I mentally prepared myself for the worst, but this place looks much better than Mr. Mortivy's description, though it is a bit hard to figure out where we should start. Please don't touch that. It's dangerous. This should be it. It's quite a box full. Let's go back and show it to Mr. Mortivy. Mr. Mortivy? We found the parts.
Good. Bring it to me.
The test results are in. The mangosteen is just an ordinary fruit. It's suitable for regular consumption. We found nothing unusual about it. From the purple leaf you presented, I detected subtle fluctuations in tacit discord's frequency from two distinct sources, but they were overlapping and difficult to distinguish. This is a rare occurrence. The scattered nature of these fluctuations rules out the possibility of them being left behind through contact. This is not an ordinary leaf. But it doesn't seem to be a tacit discord either. Based on the data we gathered, I believe it was sampled from an area struck with the wave-worn phenomena.
Yes, the anomalies that occurred after the lament, including the formation of tacit fields, etheric sea, retroact rain, and gravity loss. These are collectively called the wave-worn phenomena. And the lament was the start of it all.
As for the sugar pearl, it has been determined to be a type of oral vaccine. This sugar pearl expired over 20 years ago. The low-temperature storage life for this vaccine is about 2 years.
A 20-year-old vaccine. Could it be related to the children's epidemic in Zhengzhou 2 decades ago?
The archives in the Academy should have information on the sugar pearl. The archives here are organized in a unique way. You can start by searching the keywords at the lobby terminal.
Mr. Mortefi?
The missing pointer has been installed, and now the sundial should be complete.
So, the discs are rotatable now?
Yes. Align the correct markers with the pointer we just installed, and then you should be able to open it. Hold on. Remember when I said, don't force it open? Crank that thing another 5 degrees, and not even Zhangli Yao will be able to save it.
The earthly branches and 4 symbols. These symbols are related to the sexagenary cycle. It's an intricate way of recording time in Huanglong. Nowadays, it is mainly reserved for calendars, numerology, and indexing, but it's falling out of daily use now. What kind of information could it represent?
It's the filing system. Most of Huanglong's libraries and databases still use this method to organize their archives, namely the grand libraries. The Academy's public archives are organized in this manner too.
I found it! It's located on the way shelf. Mao Cheng Si Wu Wei. Mao Cheng Si Wu Wei. Rover, it's here! There are 2 photos here. Huh. If I remember correctly, the Gorges of Spirits battle sparked Jinzhou's founding, and the formidable tacit discord described here? Rover, about the sugar pearl. What do you think, Rover? I've only seen our magistrate once at the appointment ceremony, but her policies have proven effective, and some believe that the remarkably far-sighted and profound decisions were actually do seem to hold Madam Magistrate in high regard.
Let's look back on what we've gathered so far. Our clues point to the sugar pearl. Simply put, one token can lead to multiple targets, and one target may hold several pieces of information. We both had a reason for meeting. The magistrate had information to share, while I had questions to ask. However, her tokens contain both what she wants to tell me and what I want to ask her, making it seem like she is complicating matters. Maybe she was running out of time. That's why she could only offer us scraps of the puzzle, instead of actually putting it together. Or perhaps she's indeed a master strategist, leaving breadcrumbs for us to follow. The initial clues may simply be a test to... In other words, there are people who need to be misled, and they may obtain... It seems there may be hidden dangers lurking in Jinzhou. If it were you, Yang Yang, what would you do to make sure the recipient gets what you mean?
I would emphasize my true message by repeating.
Sever! Exterminate.
I'm back! I'm back! Finally done with my patrol.
Baiju said he is in great health. No issues to report. We made some progress in investigating the tokens, too.
Nothing special. A typical patrol. Well, Uncle Jiang's cat climbed a tree, and on its way down, it landed on Uncle Chempi's head. I received a report about someone going missing. Oh, I also tried searching for Rover's terminal number, but the system came up with nothing. Huh? Are you not going to investigate the tokens? All right, I still owe you a meal. The night markets are closed, though. Let's grab breakfast at Panhua's restaurant tomorrow before my time to hit the hay, obviously. Don't tell me you're planning on some nightly activities.
Do you have a place to stay, Rover? I have a vacant guest room in my house. And if you don't mind coming over...
Aren't you forgetting something, Yang Yang? Rover told us this morning that she has been offered to stay at the City Hall. All right, enough chatter or the sun's gonna come up. Let's get Rover back to the City Hall, and we'll leave the rest till tomorrow. Mrs. Panhua, good morning. 3 bowls of extra spicy noodles, please. What did I tell ya? Nothing beats a bowl of spicy noodles in the morning.
What do you say, Rover?
Looks like Bijou's locked herself in the lab again. Hasn't left since yesterday. We won't see her till she's done with her research. No, wait. Since you're the subject of that research, we could use you as bait to lure her out. We can tie you up at the Academy's entrance, and with just a few tugs of the rope, I bet every researcher will come running at you with Bijou leading the pack. Hook, line, and sinker. In case of an emergency, Rover, roll out. By the way, now that we've figured out the sugar pearl and the sundial, all that's left is that weird leaf and run-of-the-mill mangosteen, right? So it only took us 1 trip to the Academy to solve half of our problems. Either Rover's really smart, or Madam Magistrate was gonna make it easy for us to begin with.
What's our next plan of action, Rover? An ocean of stars, a dark-haired girl, an inverted etheric sea, and the resonance cord flowing from your tacit mark. And you said it was flowing in a certain direction, pointing to the gorges of spirits and the Norfolk Barrens. You've never mentioned this before. The etheric sea and resonance cords in your dreams are real, possibly leading to the gorges of spirits and Norfolk Barrens. Perhaps it was more than just a dream. That girl might be the key to recovering your memories. Madam Magistrate's information aside, it seems to me your dream points toward the Norfolk Barrens. It's a site of the Threnodian War and the source of all TD outbreaks. The Midnight Ranger's frontline base is stationed there as well.
It's a no-go for me if you're leaving the city. My shift's coming up. Protect Rover well, and shoot me a message if you need anything, all right, Yang Yang?
Without a doubt. Resonators combat ability special item. If you feel like it, head to instruct.
Yang Yang, did you hear that?
That should be the Midnight Range's training camp. Instructor Yan is in charge of training new recruits. of the sick strengthened.
Access pass is required if you're heading to Norfall Barrens. That place is now off limits. What is your business, young lady? It's my third shift and you're still here.
Oh, you must be the soldier on duty at noon yesterday. Nice to see you again. I'm a resonator and a trained martial artist. I can handle myself. I've promised the missing man's grandfather to bring him back. Would you let me through?
Be that as it may, I cannot let you, given the current circumstances. My apologies.
Well, everything seems fine in the city. Are things really that bad on the front?
That's why we must stay vigilant. So besides, General Jian is currently there at the Norfall Barrens base. Danger. We have already sent a report on your case. You could just go home and wait for the good news. What's the point of staying here?
Thank you, but I have already asked the patrol station for help and tried every method I could think of. Please let me through. I understand your concern. I don't want to be a bother. Would it help if I hid my presence and stayed somewhere further away? How about 5 miles? Or maybe 100? Well, 1,000 might be too far, though.
Listen, nobody knows when the soldiers will return, and even if they do, you might not find the one you seek. It's a dangerous road ahead if you want to reach the front lines, and you don't even have an access pass. Your access pass has been verified. Just you two?
Thank you for your help. I really appreciate it. I intend to leave the city with them, and they have agreed.
Well, it says you have the highest level of access, so no procedural issues here. Honestly, she could lead an entire troop out of the city with that access pass, and no one would question it.
Sure.
So you're looking for the relative of a veteran?
Exactly. I grew up in my sect on a mountain. Spent most of my time training with my master. One day, I was told training in seclusion was not enough, so I started my self-cultivating journey. I've been to... According to what I've gathered, Mr. Zhang Ye's grandson is very likely in the... Thanks to your help, I can finally leave the city to find him. Of course.
You don't look like soldiers. Why are you here? The frontliners are right up ahead.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers.
A missing person. The one you're looking for. Is he an average person?
Yes. Have you seen him? Is he all right?
I met him once. He's not officially enlisted, but he seemed determined to join us. I think a quartermaster of the rear guards escorted him away, so he must be in the rear guards camp.
Thank you.
Now, if you're heading that way, I have a request for you. On your way there, you should run into 2 detection beacons.
Sure, we will.
Great. I'll send the coordinates to your terminal.
It's time. Could come in handy.
Is that the beacon? What?
They don't look like soldiers.
Greetings. What might interest you here?
Nothing really. You see, we're just on our way south to the city.
Excuse me, about this detection beacon.
Run, everyone!
I can't move. So hungry.
Oh, but please don't arrest us. We really had no choice.
What happened? Do you need help?
The battles are getting real bad up north, and we couldn't live there anymore. We ain't eaten in ages, and we're broke. Some of us can barely move. Then we found some expensive-looking stuff here. Now that the military's out there fighting and nobody's really using these things, we thought it might get us a few pennies.
A damage detection beacon might result in a sudden TD invasion from the direction it covers. Our frontline troops would face attacks from both sides.
We ain't got the time for that. If we don't steal,
You shouldn't be stealing public property. There's still some distance from here to Jinzhou City. Oh, and here's some money. This should be enough for you to reach the city.
You're giving us all of these? Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, you! Come over and say...
It was nothing. Master once told me, the sage takes care of all men and abandons none.
Watch out!
A tough nut, ain't you?
I just helped you. Why did you attack us?
You're not feeding us all with your bread and pennies. Hand over your goods and grub, or face the consequences. We ain't messing with no kids, but don't test our patience.
We're begging you! Stop! We surrender! Take us in!
Why did you attack us? Do you have other mouths to feed, aside from what we see here?
They seem trained. These are not ordinary people.
Of course we're ordinary people. We just joined the exiles recently. We done some wrongs. Tried to run from the patrollers and left the city, but...
Then we ran out of food and cash halfway. So we turned to thieving. We ain't got the balls to rob the army, but with stuff just sitting around. Hey, since you're being so generous, how about you throw a little extra cash our way? There's a bunch of us, some injured too.
Wait. What I gave them was enough for them to make it to Jinzhou, even when I used to travel alone when I left my master. I know how much it takes for...
Hey, what's wrong with you, girlie? It won't hurt to give us more.
Pain comes with coveting. He who knows he has enough...
You don't understand, girl. You don't make money very easily in a time like this. If we
I came from a seclusive place, learning the ways of the world from scratch. It's been a hard time, but if you really can't find any job in the city, come to Liu Shan Tea House and ask for Jian...
Hurry, move, let's get out of here.
No, I wasn't trying to... Wait.
Quite a sharp eye you got. Fine,
Is this the only detection beacon you messed with?
Heck yeah. The first one we were trying to steal and you bumped right into it.
Really? Then why does that one over there seem broken too?
That ain't got nothing to do with us. It's been that way for ages.
I see. You may leave now. The military's base is not far from here. Shall we fix the beacons?
timing. Memories of the past. No, I just one with the sounds.
Target converged.
Sever!
The thorns are blocking. The thorns are blocking our path. Weird. We'll have to clear them before we can reach the beacon. Oh, please be careful. They look sharp. Maybe. Oh, please be careful. They look sharp. Maybe we can find something nearby to help us deal.
Master Tensing, are you all...
This is my first time on a battlefield. It feels so different here.
I know another shipment of supplies has just arrived. I've confirmed it, but it's not nearly enough.
But the approval process is going to...
Tell them it's an emergency. I'll talk to them if you can't make them listen. Now go, go, go! Move, move! What is it? Why are we still— You new here? Are you backups too? Wait, you don't look like one of us.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers, and they are—
Excuse me, one moment, please. Careful! This chest holds vital medical supplies. If the wounded return and find no medicine, it's on you. Handle with care and precision. An outrider. So, you were part of the backup force, right? Now, I've got wounded soldiers coming soon, and you're just in time to help. Oh, sorry, have to answer this. Yes, what is it? An overclocked resonator. Understood. I'll be there immediately. I'm sorry, could you do me a favor? The wounded soldiers are being sent back from the front lines.
What exactly do you need us to do?
Just make sure they are safe. Thank you.
It's so busy here. It looks like they don't even have the time to catch their breath.
supplies, medical care, equipment maintenance.
So this is what a real war looks like.
Most people would never have the chance to witness any of this. I think this is exactly what our military strives for, to ensure peace.
Like I said,
Please calm down. Your wound is still bleeding.
That's barely a scratch. That's not bravado.
Stop squirming, will you? Please hold him still for me.
Sure. Are you all right?
I'm okay. I'm just, it's okay. I'm fine.
I'll go find a medic.
Thank you for your assistance.
They look badly injured.
Don't worry, they've received proper treatment now. I've heard from veterans that soldiers used to be ordinary people, but things have improved. Each injury represents countless tacit discords, and resonators in the Midnight Rangers are incredible warriors.
They are the ones keeping our people safe.
Please don't put it like that. Without your help, we could— Now that they're all safe, you should go and take care of your own issues.
Thank you. May I ask where the quartermaster—
The quartermaster isn't here. He's on the floor above, directing munitions distribution.
Rover, where are we going next?
Here are some recipes for dietary supplements from—
Oh, great. You have my thanks.
Have you confirmed the inventory? What about a spare list? Sort out the consumables as soon as possible and check our communication lines while you're at it. Yua, deliver this list to Asher. You're not Yua. Where is she? What do you need?
Excuse me. I'm an outrider of the Midnight.
Sure. Please excuse me. I'll join you later.
What are you doing? Oh, please excuse me. Thought that was a grenade. Is this a mangosteen? It's time.
Master Tianxing, have you found the person you're looking for?
Yes, I found Zhuyan. We will return to the city with the logistics team. We will go find Mr. Zhang Ye to let him know he is safe. Zhuyan is a man full of courage. The journey with you has exposed me to countless lives have been lost. Master Rongfu once told me. I do share some of Zhuyan's feelings. However, Zhuyan disagreed with the intense training and tests required to join the military. I too found what Zhuyan said was reasonable to an extent. And I didn't mean to beat him up for nothing. My masters taught me valuable lessons through sparring, and I gained important insights from those fights. All tangles untied, all glare tempered, all dust smoothed. It is like a deep pool that never dries. I promise not to use my forte in the battle, but after his defeat, I heard you two still have other matters to attend to. It's my great pleasure to have met you.
Us running into Master Tianxing was a one-off incident. If the mangosteen indicates something about war, what is Madam... Have you thought of something, Rover?
I think...
So, Madam Magistrate wants to tell us about General Ziyan. We haven't reached the front lines yet, but I can...
General!
Follow the Qinglong.
Two more!
Tell truth from the side.
facade. Time to fight back. The time. To advance. Settled. Time to fight back. Wind rock. Fear no more. Break! Tell truth from facade. Unstoppable. The time. Retreat to advance. Tell truth from facade. Fear no more.
What's the matter? Are you all right? Oh, I was worried. You just stood there and gazed into the distance. You were unresponsive when I tried talking to you. What did you see?
It felt as if I was seeing through the eyes of a tacit discord. I think I saw what was happening in the Norfall Barrens.
A woman in red who can control the tacit discords. Could it be one of the Fraxitas? Your vision. It might be what was happening on the battlefield not far away. The battle itself is a clear sign of an anomaly. The streams from the Norfall Barrens feel more suffocating than ever. Rover, something on that battlefield must be connected to you, though we have no idea what it is. Resonate with tacit discords? Rover?
According to Baiji, the leaf showed residual fluctuations of tacit discords. Those fluctuations pointed to a certain set of coordinates.
That is... Teacher Village in the Central Plains. As I make myself reflect on my goals and plans, Rover, perhaps you can give it a try. This place. Something ominous from the leaf back there, but I couldn't pinpoint its source. And now, the hatred and pain is so strong in this place. I don't even need a concentrated Rover. Something terrible must have happened here. We have to be cautious. This is a tacet field. Let's take out those tacet discords first.
It's time. Fight for me. Sever!
One of the sounds.
Transmitting free.
Target confirmed. Unleash the fangs. Strike!
Swift and resolute. No hesitation.
Target confirmed. Sever!
And resolute.
I think I found something, Rover. Ritualistic wooden plaques. But why are they here? These plaques are usually placed in ancestral shrines, and they seem to belong to a different time. I remember reading about something like this.
I see. Let's check somewhere else.
Watch out! Something's not right. Why would...
Help, brother. Brother. Help.
It seems to only repeat these lines. Tacet discords attack other living beings because they need to feed on those frequencies to make themselves... This one probably devoured the frequencies of turning the last bits of a human's consciousness into such monotonous mumbles. I'm sorry. No, that's beyond my ability. Rover? I think I know what's going on here. It seems to be begging for help. The village is crying. Something truly awful must have happened here. Based on the evidence we've found and the condition of these ruins, perhaps the tacet field has kept this village from being discovered. There must be something we can do. I'll inform ч.2 about what happened here. Sorry, I know it doesn't sound very convincing. It's just a hunch of mine. Thank you, Rover. Please stay vigilant. As for the little one here, let's leave it be. The area is a mess, but it doesn't look like a war zone. Someone was hurt and dragged away. Look, there are many footprints here. These are traces left by a fight. Someone was injured. These cards, movements. I see. The Fraxidus is likely behind it all.
The Fraxidus?
Yes. I don't know much about the Fraxidus, but as an outrider, I've worked. It's a group of extremists obsessed with fusing humans with tacit discords. They've caused terror attacks of various scales around the world.
Fusing humans?
We've seen signs of their presence in Jinzhou. Above the artificers are the overseers. No one knows their true intentions, and there is one particularly insane a man who sees no order and revels in destruction. They belong to this one overseer I'm talking about. If he's responsible for what happened to these villagers, who knows what kind of cruel and twist.
Guess you won't need my self-introduction. Oh, I spent... If you need to hear it from me, then yes, I am Scar. Cruel and twisted maniac. We deserve a meeting free of such disturbances, don't you agree? The girl, she's gonna sway your judgment. Don't worry, I don't plan to make you hate me just yet. She is safe now. Well, let's just enjoy our time together for the moment. Forget about that irrelevant person, will you? I have a lot to share with you. To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories. So, it's true. That makes sense, given how fragile you were when you woke up, or I would have questioned the authenticity of those rumors. So you noticed. Oh, I am flattered. No need to be so on edge. By now, you should have realized I'm just one of the onlookers. But out of all the onlookers, I'm the only one who came forward to meet you with absolute honesty. Before you knew anything about this world, you are the unknown variable we've been waiting for. Forces have been fighting for possession over you. From the moment you opened your eyes, everyone you've met, including that girl you care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a cruel place. You are a living, breathing person, but that's why I'm here. Because I see you as a dear friend, and I want the truth. Hurts sometimes. You could say I'm looking forward to your choice. My goal is simple. I just want to deepen our mutual understanding. Come on. Observe the surroundings a little more. As you learn more about this world, your true desires will surface. And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my precious alone time with you. That's all. Why do you have to assume we are the culprits? Maybe you should be asking me what actually happened here. I won't tell you everything just yet. That's too boring. As I said, why don't you take a look around and see for yourself? So go ahead. What do you see? Bravo! Didn't think you'd catch on to that. Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn? I see you don't really trust those villagers. So they were right about you. You are indeed quite exceptional. I like it. Your keen observation, precise judgment, and accurate understanding of human nature. Let me give you a couple more tips. The truth is far more complicated than you think. First, who are the players in our tale? An innocent girl, a revered leader, and a flock of simple villagers. Next, what makes up our main plot? False devotion, fleeting kindness, collective deceit, senseless killings, and the one vulnerable soul pushed onto a path of destruction by the masses. Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin. I'm eager to hear your version after you've learned more. Huh? What is it? Are you back for some chit-chat? No. I refuse. Oh, and don't try to threaten me. You're not in a place to bargain. Remember, you don't want to disappoint me so soon, Rover. Come on. No need to get... I see you're itching for a fight. But I'd get strike now and risk being crippled. And what a shame it would be to miss out on these crucial... After all this effort, do you truly want to throw it all away? Our story begins here. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, lived a flock of carefree lambs. In the day, they toiled for food, and when evening fell, they sought refuge from the looming threat of fables. Stories told and retold through the ages. The ancient art of conveying hidden truths through fiction, but they always draw from real life, don't they? The same story gets told by many, and each person brings their own spin. Whatever you learn from it is just one of countless different interpretations, like us now, caught in a carefully crafted plotline. A scheme This village marks the beginning of my story with Jinzhou. So that magistrate led you here to meet me. Such a clever move on her part. One day, a shepherd visited the village. The shepherd brought them promises of abundance and protection. The lambs, drawn in by his words, nope, quite the opposite. The shepherd's arrival is only the beginning. With a wave of his hand, his flock obeyed. They no longer had to struggle for survival. The flock worshipped their shepherd-turned-god. What's wrong? Does my story make you... Imagine you were one of those lambs, facing irresistible temptation and pressure from your peers. Oh, so we agree already. You are right. But the world we live in falls short of our ideals. The shepherd still reigns, and it's up to the two of us to make that ideal world a reality. The lambs reveled in endless bonfire parties, celebrating their new god every night, except the one little black lamb. As each night passed, it was the only one to notice how its flock was dwindling away. Rover, do you think someone would give you what you want without taking anything from you? I once believed that too. Thought as long as I paid a high enough price, but true equality is scarce. The world was never a fair place. Wouldn't you agree? To receive equal retribution, one must give more and more. And when every wish comes with a hefty price, people weigh their options when they can make someone else bear the price. They all rush to make more wishes. They don't consider they too may one day... Funny, isn't it? Later, the shepherd openly blamed the black lamb for the flock's decline. On the next day, the white lambs welcomed the rising sun as usual. But the black lamb was nowhere to be found. The shepherd introduced an unspoken rule to this village. One that our black lamb violated by telling the truth. Suddenly, the once doting god stopped fulfilling wishes, because no more sacrifices were being made. After witnessing the black lamb's actions and hearing from their almighty shepherd, what do you suppose the white lambs did? Those oblivious lambs. Little did they know the most fearsome demon was right under their noses. Well done. You didn't let any details slip. Now, I wonder, what is your takeaway from this story? Answer me and I'll reveal the truth of what happened. Who was the real culprit behind the diminishing number of lambs? Indeed, the direct culprit was the shepherd. He held all the power, fulfilling wishes at a price. The lambs knew the risks, yet succumbed to temptation. Unfortunately, in the face of such temptation, they disregarded all the hidden risks, as disaster had yet to befall them. If they were given another chance, I believe they would still choose the same path. Inevitably, they accepted their fate and paid the price when their time came. Now, my second question. What price did the lambs pay for their wishes? Of course, as always, life was the most valuable thing they had to offer. Here's my final question. What happened to the black lamb? Don't rush, Rover. Take your time. What is the truth you've uncovered?
The shepherd was granting wishes by sacrificing the lives of lambs. The flock found out the truth, but chose to be his accomplices, and they willingly offered the black lamb as another sacrifice.
That's right! Little lambs cowered and huddled in their village, terrified of the relentless wolf packs. Until a shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes and providing shelter and sustenance. Slowly, the shepherd gained control over the flock, and the lambs lived contented lives. But this is not the end of our story. The shepherd found the solitary black lamb in his flock and offered to grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice. The black lamb refused, and it was shunned by its flock, left without shelter or sustenance. After the black lamb's exile, more lambs continued to vanish. The shepherd then blamed the black lamb for breaking the rules and withheld his wish-granting power as punishment. From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them. Meanwhile, some lambs reasoned that since they had already risked being sacrificed for someone else's wish, it was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance at fulfilling their own desires. And so they continued to play the game. They all knew the consequences, but chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again. Until one day, a brave black lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life. The black lamb got in their way, and that of the shepherd's greedy pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts. Suddenly, they could no longer ignore the blood and ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground. How do you like my story, Rover? What really happened here? I suppose you already have it figured out? The black lamb who rebelled against the rules, and the white lambs whose the innocent maiden sacrificed, and the villagers who turned on each other. They had it. All the shepherd had to do was execute the rebel. That's how he kept the flock in check. And fun answer, but no. Not even close. I was never the shepherd. Never will be. You and I, we are the black lamb. The one who breaks the rules. Interesting, Rover. I'm liking you more and more. Well then, let's see if this black lamb is going to end up like you say. Welcome to the realm of endless chaos. Now is your time to think, Rover. What is the right path to take? Oh, you've found us already. Shake and shiver, blink an eye. A flock of lambs comes passing by. Fleece of white, black, and red. Who's the sweetest one ahead? Watch out, my dear. Your pioneers are lying at your feet. Don't look back. Join them on this right path. Don't rush. One slip and you'll shatter to pieces.
Transmitting frequency.
Such speed. Such brutality. Can't you see? We are kindred spirits after all. Shh, don't be so quick to deny it. Now that I have you here standing before me, I'd love to hear your answers. Tell me, do you want to be the rule-setting shepherd or the rule-breaking black lamb? If a sane person manages to survive in a realm of lunatics, would you call them the last one of reason or the sole apostle? Think about it. The shepherd is not the preordained embodiment of truth. Once he is gone for good, the black lamb can reclaim the trust of its herd. Then, eventually, there will be none left to... Such a...
Rover? Rover! I shattered Scar's illusion. That should have injured him.
Oh! Should I thank you for showing me mercy?
Stay away from her!
Didn't you promise to leave me some alone time with Rover?
With one condition. I do hope you haven't let that slip from your mind. Don't let your improvisation trouble others.
Look at you, rushing in to protect your precious, perfect movement. No worries. I know all the do's and don'ts. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Rover, it seems our happy little date must come to an end. But don't forget my sincere reminders. Let me know what you choose. An unexpected gift? An honest and open exchange? Or a highly risky gamble? The choice is yours. I know how smart you are. You won't make a hasty decision. We'll meet again in the not-too-distant future.
They're gone. Should we go after them? Oh, don't worry. I'm okay. Scar's resonance abilities appear to involve teleportation and the manipulation of space. He trapped me in confinement, and I could only sense that it wasn't far from here. It took me some time to break that barrier. Sorry, Rover. If only I could have reached you sooner.
Brother. Brother.
Huh? Why are you here, little one? I've never seen any tacit discord display such vivid emotions. The brother had mentioned. Could it be... Yes, that is a possibility. Since Scar had been here before, let's talk about it later. Rover, can you fill me in on what happened? It seems all the tragedies in T.G. Village were linked to that ritual. Making up stories based on real life to support his twisted beliefs? That does sound like something he might do. We cannot take his words for granted. Now, we must locate where the ritual took place and see for ourselves. What's the matter? Two distinct frequencies of tacit discords. I see. I can feel it in the streams. Over there. Follow me.
In the south.
They are unharmed. Please rest assured. As you anticipated, Scar did not try to kill them. Yes, I stayed out of it like you asked. Is everything all right on your end? Please be sure to stay safe, my lady.
Rover, do you still have the plaque we found earlier? The one broken in half? Yes, as I thought. I just felt a similar vibration from that direction. Please follow me.
It's the missing half. We can piece them together now.
Going down.
It's time.
I can't believe it. I can't believe believe it. There is such a big ocean down here. How odd. This place should have been soaked in water, but everything is dry here. Even the vegetation is thriving. Did Scar do this? Given his powers, it doesn't seem too hard for him. That tree. It's stunning. It's almost eerily enchanting.
Please, save us.
Are you trying to tell us about something hidden here? Where did it go? That girl just wanted those sacrifices didn't lead to redemption. I guess the tacit discord we saw stayed here to convey her last wishes. Please excuse me. It's getting a bit too cold here. Can we head back now? Sorry, Rover. I didn't feel comfortable down there. The air was heavy in that place, without any wind to speak of. But I could still feel so many emotions and desperate cries for help. The villagers were a complex mix of emotions. Hope, resentment, and despair. And as I read the diary, what was the diary's owner longing for? Was it the peaceful life she once had? My apologies. I got lost in thoughts again. I wish I could say such tragedies won't happen again, but I still lack the confidence to make that claim. It was tragedies like this that made me want to become an outrider. To become someone with the strength to stop I cannot stop the lament. But at least I should do everything. Really? Thank you, Rover. Dwelling on it won't do us any good. Let's go. Yes. Let's go back.
war.
One with sounds.
I can hear the calling.
You should feel here.
It's time. It's time. It's time. The loot is not my. It's all yours.
Summer!
No hesitation.
Target confirmed. Unleash the fan. All is fair in war. It's time. Summer!
Swift and resolute. Moment of resonance.
You found it, and it's yours to keep.
All is fair in war. Target confirmed. All is fair in war. Target It's time.
is fair in war.
Sir!
Unleash the fangs.